Does reciprocal link building still work for SEO in 2020? Will it increase your rankings, or should you avoid building reciprocal backlinks? The answer isn't that simple, and if you don't get this right, you are taking huge risks with your website, and it could even lead to a Google penalty. So that's why you need to keep watching this video. In this video, you will discover whether reciprocal link building works for SEO in 2020, how it could potentially tank your website's rankings if you're not careful, plus how to generate hundreds of high quality authoritative backlinks without screwing up your website's rankings. Plus, make sure you watch all the way to the end where I'll cover 3 bonus tips on building reciprocal backlinks that protect your website and still drive traffic to your site. Don't go anywhere. So super quickly, what is reciprocal link building? Well, it's essentially a you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back approach to building links to your site. So essentially one person will link to you, you link back to them, happy days, bing bang bosh, you both get links, you both get authority to your sites, and you both get an easy way to get backlinks. But is it bad for SEO, and will it destroy your rankings? Well, actually, if you don't understand reciprocal link building properly and the rules around it, then you are taking huge risks, and I'll cover that in my next point, so let me explain. The truth is that Google have said reciprocal link building can go against their Google Webmaster Guidelines, but, and this is a big but, if you do it excessively, okay? So if you really abuse the system, if you build thousands of reciprocal links straight from your website to another website and they link back to you, then of course you're abusing the system, it's very spammy, it's not making a better user experience for the people of Google, and therefore you will get punished. So you have to be extremely careful about doing this, and it shouldn't be your number one link building strategy. In fact, I'll come on to that later. So just imagine yourself like a modern day Stoic philosopher who for some weird reason loves a bit of reciprocal link building, and just practice it in moderation. Don't take it too far. You know, cat memes, karaoke, and reciprocal link building should all be done in moderation, and if you take it too far, things will get strange. Now, what I will say is the way that Google have worded their advice on reciprocal link building is so ambiguous and subjective, and I think they've done that for a reason, as I'll explain. They've essentially got the poker face on, they're dangling the carrot in front of webmasters, and they've done that because they don't want you to abuse this. So how do you interpret this advice? What's excessive, and does that mean 1 or 1,000 backlinks? Keep watching to find out. So what does the data say on reciprocal link building? Well, Ahrefs.com actually did a study on this, and they looked at 140,000 websites getting 10,000 organic traffic or more. So looking at authoritative websites and seeing what works, and they found that 73% of these websites actually use reciprocal links. So this is a very common link building strategy. Whether they meant it or not, it's still incredibly common to link to each other, especially if you're in the same industry, even if you're competitors. So how can you build reciprocal links without hurting your SEO? Well, keep watching to discover my method. So how can you do this? Well, essentially you want to check the organic traffic of the website. What's the content quality like? Are they publishing regularly? Are they an authority in your industry? Are they a website that you genuinely want to work with, and can you trust them? You know, also look at their domain rating of the website versus the amount of organic traffic they get, and just look at, right, okay, is there a difference here? Does it make sense to link to them? Is it relevant to the piece of content you're getting and the piece of content they're linking out from? And then also, who else are they linking to? Because if they're working with casinos, Viagra websites, or anything else that's dodgy, then you definitely don't want a link to them. And this is called a backlink profile. It's something that you should be extremely careful with when it comes to reciprocal link building. You know, check who are they linking out to, who are they getting links from, and are they a PBN as well? Now keep watching, because you'll discover how to create a link building army that shares your content on demand. So I actually used to make a massive mistake with link building previously, and that was the fact that I would build a link, walk off into the sunset, and never contact that website owner again. If you're doing the same, you're missing out, but you will love my next strategy. So basically, you want to create a database of high quality websites that you can work with and partner with, and they can keep sharing your content, you can keep sharing theirs, and you have this extremely good relationship. So every time you get a high level backlink from maybe a DR30 website that gets lots of organic traffic and posts loads of high quality content, put their name, email address, and details in a spreadsheet and use that database to keep following up with them. And of course, it's important to be respectful here. Don't just keep taking value and keep pitching them all the time. Make sure that you're giving as much as you're taking. And then what I recommend doing is following up with this database every 1 to 2 months, you know, and creating a process around this, because it's much easier to get links from websites that already trust you than it is to pitch to new ones. So this is a real competitive advantage for your website. The other thing as well, that even if they refuse more reciprocal links, they might share you on social media, they might introduce you to more websites. So the networking effect of this is real. And if there's one thing you get from this video, I would say it's this, okay? Relationships are everything when it comes to off-page SEO, and this is a competitive advantage. 90% of website owners don't have. Now make sure you pay close attention because everything you've learned in this video doesn't work without the strategy I'm about to show you. Now if you're going to approach websites for a link swap, don't just say, if you link to me, I'll link to you and we can both get link swaps, okay? If you do that, it's kind of lazy, websites may get offended, and it's a very basic approach to link swaps that's just not going to work in 2020, okay? So instead you must offer value, okay? Think about the old Gary Vaynerchuk jab, jab, right hook method, okay? Give value, and then see what you can get back from them. And you know, if you do this, it's much more respectful, it's a much better way to start a relationship, and therefore you don't just go into it expecting something from the other person. So for example, you could say, maybe I mentioned you on a blog, or you could pay them a genuine compliment that's actually personalized to the website, not a bullshit one. But if you do this, you know, you're building the relationship, you're giving value without being a complete see you next Tuesday. So this is something I recommend, and it makes a huge difference. Now, as I promised, stay tuned for 3 bonus tips on reciprocal link building that will 10x your results. So number 1, don't use reciprocal link building as your number 1 link building strategy. It should just be supplementing all your other methods. So keep using Harrow, keep using the skyscraper technique, outreach, and whatever link building methods you're using, and then use reciprocal link building to maintain relationships with people and keep chasing up more links and getting your new content shared. And if you don't know how to do that, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I keep posting lots of regular link building tutorials that will be very useful for you. Number 2, don't use the site-wide link banner across your site and theirs. That's far too old school. It's not the 90s anymore, and that is definitely an excessive way of building backlinks to your site with reciprocal link building, so just avoid it. And number 3, use the snooze feature on Gmail to keep those emails bouncing back to you. And this will save you a lot of time because when you archive an email and then you snooze it, it will just bounce back into your inbox 1 month later, ready for you to follow up with the webmaster again about reciprocal link building. It will save you a lot of time, and it stops all your emails stacking up. So if this video helped you, please smash a like and subscribe, because if you do, the overlords of YouTube will help my videos reach more people, and that means I can spend more time creating better content for you. Thanks for watching.